Well, aren't the playoffs fun? We had 3 games on the NHL schedule today, folks. Let's go over quickly what happened in each game and what the series are looking like so far. There is a team that isn't looking too good at all. They have given up 12 goals in the past 2 games. So let's talk about it. Welcome to Kicking with Kipes. Let's start off with that game, shall we? The Edmonton Oilers and the LA Kings. The first 2 games were in the state of California in Los Angeles because the LA Kings placed higher in their division than the Edmonton Oilers. The LA Kings have a phenomenal home record this regular season, and they have continued it into the playoffs. In the first game, the LA Kings, they had a 4-0 lead. They blew it. The Edmonton Oilers, they tied it up really late, but the LA Kings, with Phillip Deneau, one of the best two-way centers in the league, he wins the game late in the third period for the LA Kings. The LA Kings go up 1-0 in the series. They are talking, all the reporters are saying, hey, the Oilers, they didn't look good, but they did come back. That is something to build on. Well, the Oilers didn't do diddly squat of that. They did not build on anything. They built into the ground. They dug deeper. They lose 6-2 in this game. No thanks to anybody on their team. The Kings, they went up 3-0 in this game again. They did not blow it. They let up on a goal. It went 3-1, but it was just full control from start to finish for the LA Kings in this game, and they looked so good in this game. Andrei Kuzmenko, he was a Calgary Flame this season, and he is killing his former provincial rivals. Stuart Skinner, the goaltender for the Edmonton Oilers, he got yanked in the third period in this game. Calvin Pickard, he went in relief. Will he be the game 3 starter for the Edmonton Oilers? I have no idea. I would assume so. You've let 12 goals in 2 games. You gotta go somewhere different, and Pickard's the only really option right now. I just mentioned Andrei Kuzmenko as a player that had a very good game for the LA Kings, but Adrian Kempe, he probably had the best, not probably, he did have the best game for the LA Kings in this game. He had 2 goals and 2 assists for 4 points on the night. Phenomenal. He did not contribute on only 2 of the goals. So that is just outstanding. And the captain, Anze Kopitar, he had a goal and 3 assists for 4 points as well in this game. Both those guys are coming up huge for their team. What needs to happen in the next game for the Edmonton Oilers, you ask? Well, they need to win. They have to win, or else they'll be down 3-0 in the series, and it is borderline impossible for teams to come back from 3-0 in the series. As a perfect example is them in the Stanley Cup, the Edmonton Oilers in the Stanley Cup Finals last year. But the Edmonton Oilers are very capable of winning a game. They are stacked from top to middle. They're not stacked from top to bottom. Their defense is in shambles. Bouchard is useless. Skinner, right now, he's useless. But I don't know what else to say about this team. They're going home. And everybody is saying it right now, but the series isn't in doubt until you lose at home. And the Oilers might lose at home in the next game. So who knows what will happen. I predicted this series to go to 6. It's starting to look like it's going to be 5, maybe even a sweep. And I would not be surprised if it was either way. So we will catch you talking about this series in the next episode. The earlier game for the NHL today was the Washington Capitals and the Montreal Canadiens. The Capitals, they won the first game in overtime thanks to their captain, Alexander Ovechkin. The Montreal Canadiens, they looked very good in that game. They looked pretty darn good in this game as well. There was a couple missed calls in favor of Montreal Canadiens that did not get called that should have, especially a cross-check to the face of Cole Caulfield in the third period. So Habs fans, they're whining about that. Yes, it is a missed call. Yes, the refs missed another blatant call. But you gotta roll with the punches. It is the playoffs. Not everything gets called. Leafs and Sens fans know that very well right now. But the Habs, they aren't going away easy. They have been fighting. The Capitals were steamrolling them in the first 2 periods of this game. The Habs, they came back in a big way in the third period. They dominated the third period. And Logan Thompson, the goaltender for the Washington Capitals, he made an amazing save. A lights-out save on, I think it was Caulfield or Suzuki or Armia? I forget who it was. But he made an unbelievable save, a game-saving save. It was 2-1 at that point. Yeah, it was 2-1 for Washington at that point. I have to think about this mentally. But it was 2-1 at that point for Washington. And if they tied it, it would have probably gone into overtime. And anything can happen in overtime. but they did not. The game ends 3-1. Christian Dvorak got the only goal for the Montreal Canadiens in this game. Connor McMichael, he had 2 goals in this game, one against a goaltender, one on the empty net. And Dylan Strome, he got a goal in this game as well, helping his team get to those 3 goals. So the Montreal Canadiens, yes, they haven't won a game, but they do have building blocks. The Oilers, they don't have many building blocks. Draisaitl scored. He's obviously going to score for the Oilers. But the Habs, they have played pretty darn good hockey against the second best team in the NHL. So they do have things to be happy about, but they need to win the next game. Or else it's curtains on the series almost. So we will see you. So today's Wednesday, so they probably play Friday. So we will see you Friday for that game, and that is 2-0 series lead for the Washington Capitals. The third and final game of the night was the Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche playing in Colorado in Game 3. The series is tied at 1-1. The Stars won in overtime in Game 2 thanks to Colin Blackwell, former Toronto Maple Leaf, if you don't remember that. But Gabriel Landeskog stole the show in the early game. In the warm-ups, it was announced that he was starting in this game. First game in over 1,000 days. 1,000 days he has not played in an NHL game. The last time he was in an NHL game was when he was lifting the Stanley Cup as the Colorado Avalanche were claimed as Stanley Cup champions. So 3 years it has been since he's played in the NHL. He makes his comeback. Massive congratulations to him. That is such a hard thing to do, to come back to pro hockey after that such long of a period. Several knee surgeries later, and he is back. It was such a cool moment. The place went ballistic cheering Landy. But so cool that he is back. The game started off in a rapid pace. Everybody was flying hits. Landeskog laid a big hit on former teammate Mikko Rantanen, who was making his debut in Colorado for the first time as an opponent. So no, they weren't booing him, which I really liked. So that was very cool. Rantanen, he was a big part in the game-winning goal for the Stars. But it was a very good game nonetheless. It was 1-1. It was 1-0 for the Avalanche for the first little bit, and then Jamie Benn tied it at 1-1 in the third period, and Tyler Seguin in overtime wins it. Thomas Harley gets the assist on it, I think. Rantanen also gets an assist on it. So the Dallas Stars, they officially have a 2-1 series lead over the Colorado Avalanche. Who would have thought? They have injuries. Jason Robertson is not playing for them as well either, so they are overcoming some obstacles, and that is something you have to do in the playoffs, but it is good to see them doing it. I predicted the Avalanche to win this series in 6. So the Stars are done winning. They have to. They cannot win another game. It is unacceptable if they do. So they will probably be playing Friday. I should have looked at the schedule for these games, but I did not. It is 11:30 at night here in Calgary, so see you Friday for the Game 4. Probably. Let's check it. Live and in action. Why is my screen black? Okay, that was weird. Anyways, my screen went black and I couldn't see myself filming anymore. So let's see, Friday, Washington. No. So the next game for the Stars and Avalanche looks like it will be Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 9:30 Eastern. So we will see you Saturday for Game 4 of this series. What a series this has been. This is easily what should be the Western Conference Final, or if it worked out, the Stanley Cup Finals. This is such a good series. It is must-watch television. So we will see you then. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hit like, hit subscribe, do your thing. Let's grow this channel even bigger. We are doing great when it comes to that, according to me. I am very small on the podium, but it is growing ever so slightly, and I am loving it. So thank you so much for all my new followers. It's the NHL playoffs. Is there anything better to do during the week when you come home from work, you crack open a cold one, and you watch hockey all night? According to me, there's nothing better. So we will see you tomorrow for more predictions, more recaps, and we will talk to you then. Have a great night.